Nope, not this one. It's become the unofficial anthem of the Astar.
Holy fire!
So, you want to play heavy.
Suffer not the aliens who live.
When you pick heavy, you are the strongest member of your team.
Stand with your brothers. Let them fall before us. We bring death to our enemies.
The success of a mission often hinges on your performance, and a good heavy can be worth 2 of anyone else.
Your duty is not done, brother. Stimulants deployed. Sentry gun active. Purge the alien. Priority target.
Heavy pulls his team. With the amount of damage you output, you're the solution to every problem your team doesn't have time for right now. Be a ranged claymore. Remove that direction. Turn the game into a point-and-click adventure with your complete lack of combat maneuverability. You can afford to when you output... Holy shit, 25,000 damage?
Forward to victory. Charge! They will not escape our holy fire. Witches and sorcerers. My fury burns hotter. They cannot stand against us. Deploy grenades! Engage the enemy. Hold fast your faith! Destroy them!
Apply more pressure. If they move as one, so shall we.
We must clear this wall. Location secure.
Sorry, I blacked out for a second and my pants are sticky. Also, I'm sick now. Hooray. Where was I? Oh, right. 25,000 damage. Those are flashy numbers, but Heavy as a class has the least going on for him on the surface look. Bulwark can single-handedly heal his entire team and rally a lost run. Sniper can revive anyone and open the skulls of tough boyos. Assault and Vanguard can, you know... Bookmark Tactical. We'll come back to that. Meanwhile, Heavy does exactly what all of the footage so far has been. As a testament to game design, it's immensely fun. But from the outside, it's nothing special. You have no unique combat mechanics beyond the blue fart that Make-A-Wishes away Tyranny vomit. Even his guns aren't that unique.
Die!
Bulwark gets the plasma pistol.
Yes.
2 classes get flamers.
Fire!
Every class gets a bolter.
Bolters!
The only difference with Heavy is that he doesn't have to reload. It's nice, but it's not La Fusil, a shield, or a grappling hook. Tactical comes close in this regard, but they aren't restricted to only 3 weapons. Tactical can specialize into a ton of different roles, from close combat to hard hitter at the drop of a pod. Heavy can go from close range Devastator with the ability to shoot at medium range, to an even more close range Devastator without the ability to shoot at medium range. But, what if I told you that's what makes Heavy flashy? Don't tell me 25,000 damage in a single run isn't a little bit sexy. Heavy is the bestest at shooting. You are the class that can empty area codes without breaking a sweat. You just have to pick the area code you want to focus on first. Pick the problem no one is solving, and they'll never know it was there. Shooting bullet is your domain with the slowest, most cumbersome lard to slap plasteel onto adamantium. but is Heavy outsmart with bullets. Heavy requires some of the most flexibility to realize his potential. It's superficially very similar to Tactical. Tactical adjusts their loadout and playstyle for their targets. Heavy adjusts his targets for the playstyle of his team. It seems to indicate that Tactical is just a lighter, fluid version of Heavy. But what's really the difference there? Remember when I said bookmark? Well, open back to it. Heavy and Tactical are similar insofar as they are the only generalists in a group of specialists. But on examining the two, they have a foundational difference that separates any understanding of them. Tactical is tactically oriented. No shit. Heavy is strategically oriented. Now, for those who never dropped into the depraved depths of being a teenage boy, the Tactical pertains more to the procedure or set of actions used. The strategic is more of the goal or overarching plan by which a victory can be achieved. For those that speak normal English, basically, tactics will be the specific gambits in chess to remove specific pieces off the opponent's board. Strategy would be recognizing that your opponent doesn't know how to play without both their bishops and targeting them. Related, similar, but distinct. Heavy's the latter. Heavy, by virtue of not being as varied in his loadouts, has to anchor with a narrow scope of the tactics available, so he has to define the best way to achieve victory. Easy example, from the game. Decapitation. We get to the Hive Tyrant fight. Yippee. I notice that both of my teammates are stuck in Plato's cave and they see the basic idea is to kill the big boy. How easy is this when 25 Hormagaunts are eating our ass? I see the second dilemma and realize that if two of us are focused on the large lad, one of us has to focus on making it possible. So, as Heavy, clear the board so our devoted damage dealers do what they do best. On executing that, the fight is done in under 3 minutes. No one goes down and we win with all our goodies. Yippee, Part 2. This is a basic example, but it highlights the point. Heavy can duel the Hive Tyrant, I've had a lot of fun with it. But Heavy can also clear the board. He can do whatever is needed, and as such, has to do whatever no one else can. I keep coming back to this because in every literal way, you are the solution to every problem your team doesn't have time for right now. You take the initiative in recognizing where your team is falling short, where you go to fix that, and which problem is going to be the biggest the soonest. Tactical can do this, as can the others, no question about that. I won't pretend that this game is only Straven sitting behind the computer with his baby McCrag blue thinking cap on while the rest of the team puts the Tyranid in the square hole.
Destroyed.
But Heavy is the only one who can sever entire sections of the map with his area denial. He's the most potent as the strategic reserve. I could hound this more than I already have, but you get the point. Heavy be a badass, and he be important to the team. So don't play him like he's a solo act. Your team depends on you, but you depend on your team. There are superficial dependencies like your subpar ranged performance or your melee weapon being leg day. They run even deeper though. How can you know where to plug the gaps if there's no front line? No one makes no mistakes, and a single one can prove lethal with enough stun knowledge. And ultimately, your team can leave you in the dust if they want. They don't have to play with you if you're being a prick. You don't move fast. You synergize much the same way a 155mm howitzer synergizes with a trench system. Besides, this game is more fun with other people. And at the end of the day, that's what this whole class comes down to. At his core, Heavy is a support class. Mostly fire support, but not just that. We, as Heavy, are the ones the rest of the team rely on. We get a perk that fully restores the health of our comrades on a revive. Another one prevents our gun from overheating if we're the last one standing. The developers seemed to create this guy as the intended final bastion of a squad. You play Heavy for your team. That's the whole purpose of the video right there. I could say it's about maintaining Heavy's reputation of being that immovable tank, or living the fantasies of heroic last stands with a high volume of fire weaponry. It's definitely a component of that, don't get me wrong. But above all, this video is a love letter. It's a show of appreciation for our team. In my games, I have the most fun being the overprotective older brother that shuts down a wave because some pixie dust ridden scrap heap had the bright idea to gun down my assault. This video is also a love letter for the developers. I have had so much goddamn fun playing this game. I'm late to the video party on this, and I don't care, because I just want to express how much fun and how much joy this game brings me. So, in a way, it's also a sales pitch for Heavy. I want people to have as much fun as I have. And maybe you will, so I ask humbly that you try them out, that you find your way to anchor your team. And maybe, just maybe, it's with Straben. Alright, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching all the way through. I tried something new. The nature of this game meant that it was never going to be my normal quick cut, higher paced montages. And I wanted to try something else with this, so it kind of naturally went that direction anyway. Besides, I'm a huge Warhammer nerd, so like this was never not going to be a video coming out of this game. Yeah. And addressing the elephant in the room, it's been a long time since I last uploaded. Still lots happened in the last year. Just thanks for the understanding. And if it's your first time here, cheers! Hell yeah, thanks! If you made it this far, I can only assume you enjoyed the video, so, you know, like, subscribe, see you soon.
Behold, we shall be remembered in the book of... Leave it for now.